From 500 BC, the Iron Age began in Southeast Asian countries, including modern Cambodia, and it lasted till 500 AD. This period witnessed the rise and fall of a great civilization in Cambodia, the memory of which was preserved in Chinese accounts and local legends. The Chinese called this new civilization Funan. This new state and culture was the result of a long socio-political, cultural and economic interaction with Bharat, which started much earlier. The Hindu settlers who came to Cambodia, settled in the lower Mekong River Valley, the delta regions and along the coast. These people cultivated rice, kept domesticated animals, knew fishing, and built walled and moated cities. These cities were characterized by high population, production of surplus food, socio-political stratification and new Hindu kingship. These kings united the early people of Cambodia and taught them the basic things of civilization. Funan controlled the important trade routes and strategic coastline of Indochina. Funan's spoken language might be a mixture of Sanskrit, an early form of Khmer, but its official written language was Sanskrit. The early description of this Hindu state is based on the accounts of two Chinese diplomats, named Kang Tai and Zhu Ying, who visited Funan during 3rd century AD, as representatives of Chinese Eastern Wu dynasty. The people of Bharat called this region Suvarnabhumi, or the land of gold. The mountain kings of Funan were the forefathers of the royal dynasties of other Southeast Asian Hindu-Buddhist countries, just like the Java-based Sailandras, the Muslim Malacca and Brunei Sultanates, the Hindu kings of Borneo and Philippines. All claimed the kings of Funan as their ancestors. The capital of Funan was Vyadapura, or the city of hunters, located near the Funan's sacred mountain of Ba Panom, named in honor of Hun Pan Huang. It is now located in Ba Phanam district in the province of Phra Veng, Cambodia. The Chinese accounts describe the Funanese people lived in stilt houses, cultivated rice and sent tributes of gold, silver, ivory and exotic animals. The kings of Funan were intellectuals like the Hindu kings of Bharat. They had extensive book collections and archives throughout the country, demonstrating a high level of scholarly achievements. Chinese court records show that a group of Funanese musicians visited China in 263 AD. The Chinese emperor was so impressed that he ordered the establishment of an institute for Funanese music near Nanking. The Cambodian monarchy is one of the oldest monarchies in the world. The king of Cambodia is the head of state. He is also the symbol of national unity and continuity. Since 1993, the king of Cambodia is elected by the Royal Council of the Throne for lifetime, which consists of several senior politicians and religious heads. The present royal house of Cambodia, the House of Norodom, continues the long Hindu tradition of ancient Khmer kings who once ruled Cambodia and neighboring regions. The royal family claimed that their ancestor was a Hindu prince and adventurer from Bharat named KAUNDINYA, who established the first organized state in Cambodia called Funan. Thus the Cambodian monarchy had been in existence since at least 68 AD. For 2,000 years, Cambodia was governed by Hindu-Buddhist monarchs who continued the legacy of first Hindu settlers from Bharat who shaped the history of Cambodia. It is difficult to say what attracted the first Hindu settlers towards Cambodia, or why the ancient Hindus settled in Cambodia in large numbers. It was perhaps a stage in the course of extensive missionary and commercial enterprises which marked the expansionism of ancient Bharatiya culture and traditions. Brahmans, traders, military adventurers, those in the search of a new life all contributed towards this new phase of history, and ancient Hindus went to Cambodia both by sea and land routes. When the first Hindu settlers arrived in Cambodia from Bharat, the Khmers and Mons constituted the principal elements of country's population. According to the Chinese account, the ancient people of Cambodia were semi-barbaric and decorated themselves with tattoos. They roamed naked and did not know how to wear clothes. The valley of the Mekong River comprises almost the whole of modern Cambodia, except a few regions. It had been suggested that the name of the river Mekong derived from Ma Ganga, the main and sacred river of Bharat. This river played an important role in the history of Kambuchea as Ganga did in the Vedic civilization of Bharat. We can't definitely say whether the first Hindu settlers settled along the banks of Mekong River or in other areas. But Mekong River Valley gave birth of the earliest known civilization and culture of Cambodia as well as the first organized state, the Funan. The beginning of this Hindu state in ancient Cambodia, like other parts of Southeast Asia, is preserved in local folklores and legends. Its true history is lost in oblivion. The legend about the foundation of Funan, the first Hindu state of Cambodia, is preserved in Chinese records of 3rd century AD. The record of KAUNDINYA is as follows. The sovereign of Funan was originally a female called Liu Yi. There was a person called Yuan Chen of Mo Fu. He was a staunch devotee of a Brahmanical god who was pleased with his piety. He dreamt that the god gave him a divine bow and asked him to take to sea in a trading vessel. In the morning he went to the temple of the god and found a bow. Then he embarked on a trading vessel and the god changed the course of wind in such a manner that he came to Funan. Liu Yi came in a boat to plunder the vessel. Yuan Chen raised his bow and shot an arrow which pierced through the queen's boat from one side to the other. The queen was overtaken by fear and submitted to him. Thereupon Yuan Chen ruled over the country. In later Chinese texts, the same story is repeated with additional details, such as marriage between Yuan Chen and Liu Yi. The names of the king and queen are variously written as Huan Hui, Huan Tian, and Yu Liu. Yuan Chen and other various forms represent the Sanskrit name Kaundinya. We find an echo of the same legend of Kaundinya from an inscription dated 657 AD, found in the neighboring kingdom of Champa in South Vietnam. The inscription referred to the foundation of Bavakkura, one of the earliest cities and capitals of Cambodia. This Kam inscription states, "It was there that Kaundinya, the foremost among Brahmanas, planted the spear which he had obtained from Drona's son Aswathama, the best of Brahmans. There was a daughter of the king of serpents called Soma, who founded a family in this world. Having attained, through love, to a radically different element, she lived in the habitations of human beings. She was taken as wife by the excellent Brahmana Kaundinya for the sake of accomplishing certain work. Verily, incomprehensible is the way of God in providing conditions leading to future events. King Bhavavarman, who, being born in that pure unbroken line of kings, is even today the pride of his subjects by his unblameable conduct.